Let's draw toes and heels together, or you can stand hip distance apart. Wider base offers a little more stability. Up to you. All right, let's move into a deep ujjayi breath, same breath, same duration on the inhale and exhale, same tension. All right, here we go. You should be able to hear your own breath. Breathing in that manner, and we're going to move into just a gentle flow to open up the body, lengthen the muscles, get that range of motion going so we can safely move into whatever you're doing next, whether it be the rest of your day, whether it be a run, weightlifting, and in my case, some hip hop dance. All right, here we go. Inhaling, hands overhead into prayer, or steeple, as I call it, clasping fingers, pointers up, thumbs wrapped. Bring the shoulder blades back and down, send the tailbone down. Engage the pelvic floor, lock, and the mid-body lock. Pull that belly button in towards the spine. On an inhale, lengthen the torso up out of the waistline through the arms, keeping the shoulders down. Find that opposition. On an exhale, coming over to the right. Imagine that you're squeezed between two panes of glass so that there's no rotation in the hips or the rib cage. Keep reaching. You're going to feel the stretch all along the right side of the left side of the body. We're mirroring, so I may say it wrong. The opposite side. Send the hips out, especially if your feet are together. Keep them evenly planted on the floor. Feel the big toes reaching into the mat. Send the hips out. We're holding this for at least 5 breaths. Giving the body time to open up. Not pushing too hard into it, finding that edge. Listening to the breath. On an inhale, let's come up. Exhale, soften. Inhale, re-engage. Lengthen, exhale over to the other side. Remember to keep those shoulder blades down, making space between the ear and the shoulder. Lengthen the arms. They are not locked out, but they are reaching. Same with the legs. Feel the quadriceps and hamstrings engaged without locking the knees. Reach the top of the head towards the fingertips. One more deep breath. Inhale, come on. Soften. We're going to do a baby back bend. This is our first back bend of the day. So keep it soft and gentle without pushing into it. Reach into it. So inhale, lengthen the arms. Go ahead and look up at the fingertips. Trace a line along the ceiling. Press the hips forward. Reach up out of the heart towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. Do all 3 of those stretches again. This time we'll go for 3 breaths. We're reaching up to the fingertips, exhaling over. Maybe going a little deeper. Come on up on an inhale. Soften on the exhale. Re-engage on the inhale. Reaching over to the other side. Couple more breaths here. Keep those breaths long and even. In and out through the nose. Remember to pull that belly button in. Really protecting that low back, stabilizing everything. Feel those big toes, all 10 toes reaching into the mat. Even pressure on the foot lock across the ball of the foot and the heel. Come on up. exhale, soften. Let's do that back bend. Reaching up, looking up, drawing that line. Sending the hips forward, coming up out of the way, sending the heart towards the ceiling. On an inhale, come up. Exhale the hands through heart center. Let's go ahead and, if your toes and heels are together, let's open to hip distance apart so they're directly under the hip joints, not on the outer hips. Feet are parallel. We're going to move into a forward folded flat back flow, taking a little more time on the first time with each pose to feel it. Let the body remember it, and just start to open up the body as well. Here we go into our first forward fold. Inhaling, hands up. Exhale, they can either come through heart center, soften knees, like this, or straight down. Let's do heart center right now. A little less strain on the body. Let the head hang. So we've got this upward motion happening as we reach the hips up without straightening the legs, unless you're already there in your flexibility, either naturally or from practicing. But really think of from the tailbone that is lifting, let the rest of the whole spine reach to the floor through the crown of the head. Let's reach opposite elbows, forming a frame around the head. Nod the head yes, releasing any desire to hold it up and side to side. This way the full weight of the head can really traction out the spine. Reach the elbows and the forearms towards the floor. Breathe deeply. So we're still but active, balancing those opposites. Let's come into a flat back. So we'll release the elbows, lift the torso into a nice long L. So you've got straight legs without being locked out, straight arms. If your L can reach all the way without bending your knees or feeling too much strain to the floor, then fingertips or palms on the floor. Otherwise, I'm not as warm, so I'm going to come up here so that I can roll my shoulders back, send the scapula down to the hips, tuck the chin just a bit, so we get that long line from the back of the head all the way down to the tailbone. Everything is engaged and reaching in all directions. That's what you want to hit at the top of the inhale on a flat back. All right, let's soften the knees and exhale. Release the upper body back into that forward fold. It's active but released. All right, come on up. Big inhale. Exhale. Samasthiti. We're going to flow with that. Forward fold, flat back. On the inhale and exhale. So just come with me. Inhaling. Exhale into that forward fold. Use all the exhale until you're fully released. Hips are lifting at the bottom. On an inhale, let's fill the body with that energy and that reach throughout into that flat back. Exhale, soften knees, slowly release. Reaching the head, not just letting it fall towards the floor. Come on up, inhale, big inhale, fill the lungs. Maybe back bend if you like. Exhale, Samasthiti. We'll do that 3 times on the inhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we fold. All the way down, get all the air out. Inhale, long inhale, come to that reaching flat back. Exhale, head reaches down, hips reach up. Inhale, come on up. Exhaling, let's do one more just like that. Inhaling up, now we're flowing. Exhaling to forward fold. Inhaling to a full flat back. Exhaling back to forward fold. Chair flow with the forward fold flat back. So let's find our chair first so that we can kind of memorize it and come back to that while we're flowing. Again, hip distance apart, feet are planted evenly and parallel on the mat. Right now, start by shifting our weight into the heels. So you can even lift the balls of the feet. Get a feel of that edge. Inhale the arms up overhead, shoulders down, arms reaching, they're not locked out. Pull the belly button in, weight is shifted in the heels. Sit back like there's a chair being pulled out from behind you so that the hips are moving back. Glance down at the knees, and if they are forward of the toes, pull the knees back and keep reaching back the hips. Only go down as far as those hips and knees will allow without bending into it. We want to keep the upper body, there's a little bit of a reach of extension of the spine, and the heart is lifting up. That is your chair today. All right, exhale, stand. We'll come up, back up on the forward fold in the flow. We'll come right into chair. Here we go. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale to that forward fold. Maybe legs a little straighter or warmer. Come inhale to that flat back, reaching in all directions. Exhale back to the forward fold. Now on the inhale, come into that chair by bending the knees, sitting the hips back, lifting the heart back to the place that we just kind of memorized. And then exhale, stand. Let's flow with that. Inhaling, exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the chair. Exhale, hands come down through prayer or straight down. One more. We're going to do a chair balance at the end. Inhale, forward fold. Flat back. Forward fold. Inhale to chair, hold here. Find your deepest chair. Shift that weight back. Now, feel all 10 toes in the mat and lift the heels, either one at a time or both together as high as you can. Strengthening those ankles. Sit down. Stand. Drop the heels. Good balance challenge. All right, let's move right into 3 sun salutations. Modify as necessary. I'm still in a place right now where I'm not always able to lift back up when I lower into the plank before slowly lowering all the way to the floor and then up dog in my chaturanga. So usually I don't hit the floor at all, but that's okay. That's where I'm at. I'm regaining the strength and the stamina for my chaturanga. Basically it's a tricep push-up. So modify whatever you need. Sun salutation A. I have a breakdown on the channel, so we're just going to go into it. Take the first one maybe a little slower, and the second 2 just more of a flow. All right, here we go. Again, hip distance or feet together. Find your samasthiti. One more breath. Let these flow with the breath. Let them be. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward fold. Inhale to the flat back. Now exhale, hands to mat, step back, lower the hips, draw the elbows toward the rib cage. And inhale to up dog. So today it wasn't there for me because I've been doing it. Strength comes back pretty quickly. Wait, you're consistent. All right, drop the hips, press up into the butt mat, roll the shoulders back, and draw those heels towards each other. Tuck toes, hinge up. This is our first down dog of the day. So keep those arms reaching up and back, lengthening. Hips are pushing up and back. Heels are reaching to the mat. But let's go ahead and walk the dog really slowly. Lifting one heel on the inhale while the other heel goes into the mat, and then reverse on the exhale. Really feel the stretch, the plantar fascia, the toes, the calf. Breathe into it. Make it nice and slow. There's no hurry here. We're going to open up the back body better and find our range of motion better when we do it mindfully. Reach both heels to the back. Pull that belly button in. Bring the ribcage towards the quadriceps. Let's find our drishti, our focal point between our hands. Next exhale, crouching tiger, bend the knees, send the hips up like a runner. Start and then step forward. Keep it going into a flat back. Exhale, into a forward fold. I'm leaving my legs a lot straighter because the hamstrings are warmer. Let's inhale up. Baby back bend if you like. Exhale, down. All right, 2 more of those. We're just gonna flow. I'll cue a little bit, but I want you to start letting your body get this sun salutation in it, and so you find your flow. You don't have to keep up with me. Modify as necessary. Make it yours. It's a practice. It's never perfect, and that's good. All right. Inhaling up. Exhale, forward fold. All the air out. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Chaturanga. Bend those knees straight back. Bring them into the rib cage. And then inhale, bring your heart up. Straighten those arms. Drop those hips. Look up. Look back. Release. Tuck toes. Come back. 3 long breaths. As you're breathing on the inhale, think of the energy moving up from the hands, all around the arms, shoulders, and head. Exhaling it down the back of the legs across the mat. Keep it circular, keep that energy moving, keep everything engaged. Exhale, crouching tiger. Inhale, stepping into a flat back. Make it strong and long. Exhale to forward fold. Slowly reach the head to the back. Inhale. Exhale. Come on, let's do 1 more. It'll be nice and warm for whatever's next. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. 3 long breaths. Find your focus. Find your peace. Stepping forward into a flat back. Exhale, reaching that head down, letting the arms just hang. Inhale, fill everything with that breath. Let's come into standing mountain. So even the arms are reaching. Some of CT is a little relaxed in the upper body, but standing mountain, everything is still and engaged. And reaching through the fingertips to the crown of the head, all the way through the heels. So one thought I'll leave you with, what I love about yoga in general, and I always say this, but I also, it applies well to this idea this year that I have of in every area of my life failing, taking on the things that scare me or challenging that I feel like I fail at, taking them on anyway and finding success and just moving through it. And I'm not only finding success, but I'm finding strength in other things. So one of the concepts of yoga is that yoga, I believe, by using our breath and our body, teaches us to move, and our brain teaches us to move through discomfort without losing our breath or our peace. We take that off the mat too, and it's really nice and applicable to where I'm at right now. Well, actually, every day of my life. So namaste, and I hope you find this helpful.